Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 41 of Like, Share, Follow. And this week I have Isabel Singh, who is an agency account coordinator at Chilli Marketing. Welcome. How are
Hi
you?
everyone. Thanks so much for having me, Karen. I'm so excited to be here.
Well, thanks for being on the show. And so we were just chatting, but we didn't get to this question. So when did you finish at USC?
When did I finish?
Yeah.
I actually graduate on April 6th, so next week. So I
Next
haven't
week.
officially graduated yet.
Well, but you haven't. And so I'll be at that graduation ceremony. So that'll be great. We're so great to see you walk across the stage. So
Yes.
compared, considering what's been going on. But
Yeah.
yeah. So tell me, clearly it hasn't been a long time since you've last.
No.
But tell me now, how did it all come about that you got your current role at Chile?
So I actually I was before Chile, I was doing content creating at Sunshine Toyota, and I actually saw this full-time job role come up, and it seemed too good to be true. It was on the Sunshine Coast, it was a marketing agency, and it was a job that I could see myself doing. I applied for it and got an interview and thought the interview went really well. And all of a sudden, I had a job that I really, really wanted at an agency that I really wanted to work at. So it kind of all just worked out really well for me in the end.
Excellent. And so what sort of things do you do in your role? So explain that to me.
So a lot of my role currently, I work with an account manager. And my role, we do a lot of project coordination, and I also run a lot of our clients' social media accounts. I do a lot of copywriting, and usually it's a lot of back and forth between us, the clients, and our designers, just trying to keep projects on track.
Yeah. Okay. And so what do you think set you apart from other graduates, but also other candidates going for the role that you're in now?
I really think graduate, what set me apart from other graduates is the fact that I did have experience before I went into the role. That's why I think it's super important to do whatever you can to get, even if it's a little bit of experience. It's amazing what kind of edge that gives you over other potential candidates for the role. I also did try a little bit, like a lot to get this job. I ended up handing in a resume, a cover letter, and then I ended up creating a portfolio of everything I had done on Sway, and I sent that through as well. So there were a couple of steps and a couple of things that I did hand in just to ensure that I had a little bit of an edge over anyone else who was going for the role.
Excellent. And so when you're at USC, because you were in some of the social media courses, did you do the minor? Or
Yes, I did the minor.
yeah. And so what was the degree, the overall degree that you did?
So I did a Bachelor of Communications.
Excellent. And then what did you major in?
So I majored in marketing and I minored in social media and public relations.
Excellent. That's a beautiful combination, let me tell you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so let's chat now about sort of career advice. So what is some of the best career advice you've been given?
I think the best career advice I've been given so far is just learn as much as you possibly can in every role that you're in. I feel like a lot of the time being in an entry level role as a graduate, working in an industry where you might have people there with a lot more experience than you, I find it a little daunting. I don't know about other people, but it makes me feel like sometimes I shouldn't ask for help even when I would like it, but it's at the point where I'm like, look, I'm here to learn just as much as I'm here to teach other people things. So I just think learn as much as you possibly can.
Absolutely. And do you think it's important to put your hands up for, like, when there's other opportunities going that are outside your normal job description, that you should sort of put your hand up as well?
I absolutely think that putting your hand up when you feel confident and can do something is amazing. It definitely helps. I work in a team, so it definitely helps out the whole team as a whole. And I think it's really great, and you learn something new as well.
Absolutely. And so what are some of the things you learned at university that you found really helpful in your current role?
One of the things I learned is that there is strategy behind everything. Nothing is done just for the sake of it. And that's something that has been so helpful to me. I remember writing assignments, and you always have to explain why you've chosen to do this instead of that. And it's really helpful when you're talking to clients as well, trying to explain why you've done something a different way to what they maybe thought you would be doing. So strategy behind everything is something that I learned that is so helpful.
It so is, and even like just the research behind the strategy too. So
yeah,
because I find now, like with the clients that I work with, that sometimes they have very fixed ideas about the way things should be, even though all the data is saying actually it shouldn't be that way, and you have to really to explain why you think you should go in another direction.
Yeah, especially with the theory behind everything. I remember at the time, like you have no idea how helpful it's going to be later.
Yeah, well, good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So, and tell me, what are some skills that and knowledge that you wish you learned at university that you really needed, that you think if you could tell us to put it in the courses, we can?
I think, unfortunately, my last year was in COVID, so a lot of it was online. I know we do a lot of client work, especially in your classes. So I would have loved to have like a face-to-face internship where I was talking to people in an office and, interacting with people with more experience or who were older than me, which is a lot of what I had to do now. So it took a little bit of preparation, a little bit of confidence boosting to be able to do that. But yeah, if I would have loved to have the chance to do an internship in person.
Yeah, and I mean, we like this year's been a bit easier in that respect. And
Yeah.
last year, I was actually just talking to Fiona Brown, who's doing an internship with Chilli at the moment, and just saying how about this time last year we had interns we had one intern working with Sunshine Coast Lightning and Dash of Milk and all these great places. All of a sudden, overnight, they had to do it from home, and it really did change their experience. I mean, it gave them an insight into how a lot of social media managers work on a daily basis. Yeah. When you're just starting out, I think you need that sort of face-to-face interaction in a sort of an office environment.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to learn a bit about the corporate world and being in the corporate world. But I definitely think all of that sort of online training and internship kind of really helps when you're working from home now. If you're in a lockdown, it definitely helps a lot being able to work by yourself independently.
Yeah, and so I mean, then that's what's happened too. USC's back online completely now. We now offer so many things online. It's courses and degrees and things online now, but we still offer on campus, of course. But now, just for the moment, we're back online. So
yeah, it's so crazy how quickly things change.
yeah, but I think this year we were ready. Like it wasn't last year was what was like what, but this year we're like and then we're good. So that's good. So tell me too, what is something that you've learned related to social media in the last couple of weeks that you want to share? So because it changes all the time, as you know. So is there
does.
something that you found really interesting?
Mine probably doesn't have anything to do with the evolvement of social media, but I have learned about Facebook ads library.
Yeah, isn't it amazing?
So that's something that I've learned about, and you can just look up whatever business and see whatever ads they're running now, and it's really helpful for copy inspiration or seeing what other businesses are doing or competitors are doing on their ads. And it's also really great for discount codes if you're a shopper.
I didn't even think of that. Just to see, and it's good too sometimes with your clients. So when if they're not really savvy with Ads Manager and that sort of thing, you can actually just send them a link and it'll show them all the ads that you have running for them at that time too.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Discount codes, that's a whole new world. Probably on there after this, figure that out. So yeah, well that's really good. And so tell me, what advice now that you're graduating next week, and can I just say congratulations on being able to go straight, no use, just straight from uni straight into a full-time role. So that's
thank you.
fantastic. So
Thank you.
that experience, what advice would you give to emerging professionals, current students, students about to graduate, on how
Mhm.
to succeed in their careers?
I think it's experience, experience, experience. Like it's just the practical side can get you far, but I feel like it's the experience that'll take you to that endpoint. Also, time management is something that is so essential to every job role. I realized it in uni, but I now working in the marketing industry with a bunch of different clients, I realized just how important it is to be able to manage your time between every single client and all your jobs you have to do. So, experience and time management, that would be my advice.
So just on that, so just would you, I just like to hear your thoughts on, so at university, sometimes you have multiple things due at the one time. It's quite stressful. Do you
Yeah.
think that is a good thing, or do you think that being in that situation prepares you, or do you think it's too much?
I think it definitely prepares you. In the workforce, you definitely have a lot of deadlines, the same as uni when you have multiple things due at once and you're trying to juggle and get the job done. I feel like it's the exact same at uni where you're juggling multiple assignments or a test and you're trying to get everything done, and they might all have the same deadline. It's exactly the same as it is in a job role.
Yeah, so no, that's good. It's just good to know from the
Yeah.
other. Oh, that's great. And the most important question of all is, who do you like, share, and follow?
So I like share and follow a few people. The businesses I really love to follow just because I enjoy their marketing. I think they write amazing captions. Is Your Mates, the brewery. I also follow my own work, Chilli.
Oh yes, of course.
Yes, of course. And another one that I feel like it's a 22-year-old girl thing is I follow a lot of beauty influencers. I just love their content. It's really pretty to look at on Instagram.
Do you ever like do their tutorials and try and do what they teach?
Oh, absolutely not. That is just that that I just know my skill set and it's definitely not any of that. It's just I just like to look at it and just maybe hope and dream one day I'll be able to do something like that. But
Yeah. And so do you look at them mainly on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook?
Instagram, TikTok is ridiculous. I get on that app and I'm gone for, and then you just look at the time again and suddenly it's been like 3 hours. It's
Yeah.
insane.
I know, like I used to like create content on there quite a bit, and I've got so into, I get on there and I start looking for inspiration of something to create, and then I have to put it down because I've wasted so much time.
It's
So
horrific. You get into that black hole of TikTok where it's just so easy once it finishes, you're just scrolling through.
yeah,
It's very smart that way.
yeah. Do you have to make any TikToks for your clients?
No, that's not something that I've had to do yet. It'll I have dabbled in the TikTok space,
Oh yeah.
but it's not something that I have had to do for a client yet. So we'll definitely see. I'll have to keep you updated on any TikToks that I make in the future.
Yeah, good, good. I will have to follow if we don't already. If we do. But do you have any final words or final thoughts you'd like to share with everyone?
I think I would just like to say thank you for having me. And thank you for everyone that has been watching. If you're graduating next week, like I am, congratulations. And if you're still in uni, hang in there. You can do this.
Absolutely. And we had Gillian Hall leave a message, and she said, "Wise words, Isabel. We're here to cheer you on." So
Oh, that's so
you,
lovely.
yeah. So that brings us to the end of this week's episode. And so next week I have Jessie Martin, who is also a new grad. I think Jessie will be graduating next week as well. And
Oh, that's exciting.
she's now a social media manager at Sunshine Coast Marketing and Media. So excellent. So have a great graduation. I will see you there, and everyone else
Thank you.
next week. Bye everyone.
Bye.